All right. Good afternoon. Almost evening. Actually, it's 8. That is evening. Good evening. I'm still getting a couple things set up. Pancakes is here. He has been so whiny for attention. But that's just how he is. Isn't that right, buddy? Yeah, buddy. I love you. What a dork. What a freaking dork. Got some stuff prepped. What the hell is this? Some Gotta get my other stuff set up. Whew, it has been. Oh, it was a long day today. It wasn't like busy or anything. It was just. That's the problem, is that it wasn't busy. I had like a couple projects to do at work, but that two months. Da, 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 da. I don't like that. Twitch makes me log back in with code every time. Hey, it's supposed to send an email. Come here. God damn it. Pancakes, if you would let me get my shit together. There it is. Yes, Panny. Such a needy baby. All right, let me get cups and switch controllers out of the way. Get and slipped in and slid in place and back and forth. And pancakes, what? Cats. They're such goofballs. He's so demanding. Anyways, let's get set up and started. Got the pad cleaned up. Got cleared out the mold on it. I even looked at it. It says it's mold resistant, and I think I accidentally proved that incorrect. But get it centered. Get the brush cleaner out without dumping a bunch of water on everything. Let me get this. Gotta tilt this in just right. Got it. Good. I have had it leak and flood my whole desk before. Right. Controllers, mice, everything out of the way. All right. Last thing is booze. I need a little bit. Oh, it's bubbling the glass. It's really hard to gauge the volume of a cone. Dropping gin on my minis. Will gin work as paint thinner? Probably. Not that I want to. Blood away. All right. Let's pick out some colors for Sam Gamgee. Right after I open tonic. Oops. Oh, there it is. Come here. Cheers. Man, I love gin. Even good gin is kind of bug spray-like, but... Oh, I'm dropping frames. What? I got something going in the background? Or is it just garbage internet? Garbage internet. Alright, standard flesh set. Dark flesh, wash, cadmium, whatever that last one is, pale flesh. That's the Vallejo set. Alright, so standard silver sets for things. Does have cast iron frying pans. We'll do lead belcher, iron breaker, and stormo silver for the main set of metallics. His shirt's kind of a... Oh, I do have my references over here. Pull my mouse out again to open them. Oh, I'm losing more. Did it freeze again? Oh, it's the iPad and the internet. Let me see. Because things look... Yeah, they're a little laggy here on my end. Yeah, it's having a little trouble keeping up. Hard to tell if it's the iPad running slow or my shit's going slow. So let me figure out. No, it looks all good. All right, give me a minute. Let me see if I can get this fixed because it looks like it's lagging a lot. I think it's kind of janky. So give me a quick second and I will get everything reset and started, and I'll be back in like 5 minutes. So let me see if I can. Maybe I've come back sooner. So when I left the webcam here, it looked like it picked up again, but still not quite. I'll see how it plays out for a few more minutes. In a few minutes. At least let me get the rest of the colors picked out. I did get some new blues I wanted to use. They're more subdued ones. Celestra gray is like, you can see it unmixed blue and gray. I'm looking at the iPad here, and the frame rate is still really terrible. I really don't know what's up. Stick it on scale. Can't really tell what like Sam's jacket color is supposed to be. Chronos blue? I don't remember having that one. me get the Fang. Probably going to use the same color I was using on the other stuff. So the Thunderhawk, Celestra Gray, maybe in some spots. I might not need the Celestra, but I have it in case I do need it. Alright, let's see if I can... Alright, yeah. I'm going to close down, log out, reset the computer, and try it again. So I'll be back in just a minute. Alright, we're back. I think it should be good now. I hope. Noticing a lot less delay between here and Twitch, so I think we're good now. Cool. Lag is nearly gone, so I'm going eyebrows. Alright. Brushes. Just pull that fat brush. Get a couple of my smaller ones nearby ready. Alright. So what do I want to start with? I think I want to start with his jacket. If I open up... Does it lag when I open a preview? Is that really it? It's causing the lag? It's just opening an image? Good Lord, that is... Alright, I guess... I have to run the bare minimum stuff. Alright, cool, whatever. I can't pull up my references. Anyways, let's start with his undercoat. And so his undershirt, I'm gonna base it with Wraithbone. I think this is one of my thinner ones already. Yeah. So I'm not gonna bother diluting it. I'm just gonna slake it on there. It's kind of hard to see where everything is. If it's thin enough. It's not leaving too many lines. Gotta get a little bit to the edge of his pants, which I didn't want, but Dr. Web's yelling at the cats. Oops. What's an uh-oh? Well, that's always nice.
Coming out of her bathroom.
Ah. Well, when coming out of our bathroom or their bathroom?
Meaning not if I'm walking. Oh, there's one here. One there.
Somebody has poopy paws. Gross. Our cat Waffles just got back from the vet. He's having his liver checked out. He's old. He's 14. He's my boy. He's my boy. It's because you just cleaned the floor. They had to do it. They didn't have a choice. That's how they work, these gremlins. Alright, so next up is his collar. Or not his collar. His undershirt. I guess we could do his face next. I'll use one of the smaller brushes for that, I think.
Well, it's coming out of her room.
On we raise gremlin shit animals. Shit gremlins. Alright, let's get his ankles. Oh, I think that a little too much, but that's okay. Multiple coats are fine. Poopy gremlins.
Everywhere.
Do a shit and run.
Yeah.
Shit gremlins. Alright, let's get his hands and face. They're all holding their cloaks in these first few poses. It's on the stairs. Oh my god. We'll just blame it on your parents. Every time I start a stream. It's like you're not allowed to have any hobbies except for taking care of us. Is that Dr. Wife wants to sew herself a new purse? No, it's time to scream and shit. Oh, kitty cats. Hobbit feet. There's a hand cramp. What is up with that? I definitely want to get a Build a Pony eventually. Fellowship. I think the build comes in 2 models. Build a Pony. I have neither. It actually really hurts. I don't know what's going on with my wrist. Not even my wrist, like my entire hand. Sam's hands. Maybe I start streaming earlier in the week, like Sundays. I don't think I want to do Sundays though. Sundays are my I want to be in bed because I have to deal with Monday. Left up to our own, Dr. Wife and I will stay up to like 3 a.m. Which is not when you want to go to bed, when you got to get to work at 8 a.m., an hour away. Get in there. Do his hands again now. Still looks like he's just a touch bit thicker. A bit of his ankle I missed. Oh, there's part of his foot I missed. Dun, 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 dun. Samwise hand job. Ignore me, I'm just saying weird shit for the sake of saying weird shit. Right. There's that base coat. Let's get a little gray mixed up. Okay, so I think I want to do his jacket a little bluish. But his His pants kind of grayish. His cloak also grayish. Not the same gray. Ooh, the alcohol's put me to sleep already. I mean, it's pants, jacket, cloak, and then I have to do his backpack. Backpack is one that I tried to find a reference on and found a good one, but I guess if I can't look at it, yes, I do that because it's a Mac. I can hit spacebar. They'll show me a picture of it just like that. Does it slow my shit down? A little bit. But I can see it now. Okay, it's kind of like an OD. Let me check my greens. Do I have kind of an olive drab? Or... oh, I do, actually. Look at that. Green khaki. Perfect. Great. Need more martini. I actually don't know what goes into a martini. It's just gin. Let's do pants next. I'll do the pants Eshin gray, and I'll wash them with like the bag racks. Oh, this is hurt. I'm getting old. I'm old. Just like poor waffles. Thick glob. That's actually getting kind of thick. I wonder if it's drying properly. So the paint. Nice and thin. Oops. Get some on his pants. Guess what? Add it also. Its cloak is fine too. Potatoes. Boil them, mash them, stick them in my ass. I think that's my favorite meme line. Stick it in the ass. Right. Is it because I started a stream that the cats decided to be horrible? Is it because I started a stream that the cats decided to be horrible?
No, this is dry.
Ah. Some of my bristles were too curled and were touching other stuff. So I had to clip them. Okie doke.
Medicine. I saw the list of medicines they gave them yesterday. Between anesthesia meds, which, you know, they have pain, they have this and that. So I'm like 7 or 8 different things. course, of course, he's
Oh, poor boy.
going through it.
Old man waffles.
And that's what procedure.
Old man waffles.
It's like it's not even old for its like
Old man waffles.
the way that he is. She said he's actually pretty like in good health.
Well, he does really like still playing a lot. He does crave the violence with me.
Something's obviously bugging him, but even that she said if it is like whatever she said she thought it would be, she said that's not even age related. That's just body decides to start attacking itself. But I guess it's kind of it's the same line of thinking as how you can just develop random allergies in your life. You just kind of develop. Yeah. But he's eating well, so. Finish this portion and then another half portion. Some more food.
And kitties.
I can always ordering food.
They're fat boys. What can you say?
And then the girl, she has her appetite.
For lack of.
Oh no. She's been eating plenty of like these two particular food. Anything else, yeah, lack of. But then these two particular ones, she's like, oh man. Great.
Such gremlins. That's why I don't include the minis in the base right away, is because you get like some of them, like some of the old Gandalf's his robes go like right to the ground. So there isn't anything to get under. Some of the Gandalf from Guard, like some of these guys, like hard to reach spots. Can't really get to it unless you're able to get to every angle. So I'm gonna wash his coat, his cloak with black, and his pants with brown, just to make them different enough.
You know what's crazy? Because the light sets for some of the Lego modular sets are half the price
Of the
these
modular.
sets. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to get some, but it's like,
Oh, there's a fireworks celebration little set. Get this, hun, if you have one. It's cute.
That's cute.
I don't know if it's cute.
$300. Just gonna get this back into the base without squishing too much of the sponsored painted. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we've been building the Lego town for years. We just don't have the room for it right now, so it's all in storage or unbuilt. We pick out like fun stuff like that for it. Oh, we need some city buses. We'll get a couple city bus sets. Oh, here's a nice garden set. We'll get that. Oh, Noisy Frog is back.
Oh, I was mowing and weed eating the other day.
Oh my god, how many little frogs did you run over?
I almost did.
Was it the garden toad?
It was around the garden, but it was smaller.
Was he real lumpy?
I didn't see it that well.
I had a toad in the garden. A couple of them. One of them's kind of reddish brown, the other one's like tannish brown. There's little toads hanging out, eating the giant calories. Oh, we found a giant caterpillar in our garden the other day. So this big around as my thumb. Speaking of big around as something, what the heck is around his neck? Okay, so it's probably like the cloak tied around his neck. Like how? I'm not sure. To update Minecraft.
There's an amusement park near us, but it's like 3 hours.
Oh.
Someone recommended it though. Boss's boss. I think it is.
All grasping their cloaks in such a weird way. Why? I've only lost a couple frames.
Okay, and then I gotta watch the rest of Oppenheimer.
Kadook.
It's a fun movie. You know, in its own way. Would you like any iced tea?
Sure.
I just don't want the
Ben's tea. Lemongrass. Hello. Sorry, I didn't see when the chat popped up. Do I have sound alerts for chat? I don't think I do. I think it'd be too loud. I have to pay attention better. My bad. Sorry if you popped in and started the chat and I ignored it. I didn't mean to. Oops. I get pulled in a few different directions when I'm working on these, so I don't always catch everything right away.
Uh-oh.
Oops. Only one drop. Only dropped him once so far. Just doing the base layers now, so dropping them isn't going to scuff up anything good. I can just splomp right over it. I think I'm just about done, except for the shoulder. There we go. That should cover his jacket or his cloak and pants. Let's do his jacket next. Alright, so the next color I'm going to do for the jacket is the Stegodon Scale Green, because it's very clearly a blue, not a green. Don't care if I do a big blob of it, because I'm not going to use it too much. I do want you to dilute it, though. Oh, that absolutely diluted it way too much. What have I done? My bad. Well, looks like we'll be applying a few coats. A few coats to his coat. Maybe not. Or maybe yes. Alright, I'm definitely do a smaller brush for this. So. Pancakes, buddy, what's up? You finished with your puzzle mat full of treats? We couldn't distract you long enough for us to do any of our stuff. He's too smart. He's too clever. Right. Jacket. Cloak. Excuse me. Undershirt. Edges of his jacket. Without getting his undercoat. Put too much there. There's a little bit of jacket poking out here behind the edge of the cloak and behind this bag. So I'm going to hit the bag and just paint over it later. Get the sleeve. The hobbits are grabbing their cloaks. It's the weirdest thing. I guess everybody ties their belt, nobody has a belt buckle, and all the hobbits are grabbing their cloaks. That's how whoever sculpted these models at Games Workshop did. Go. All right. So how are you doing tonight? Oops, I jittered a little bit and got the undershirt. Get under here. See a little bit of unprimed pewter and a crack here, but I think that'll be covered when I go over it with a wash. Get another sleeve. This is an original pose, Sam. I don't believe it's my original, though. I think this one I had to rebuy. Pancakes, what are you doing? Oh, he's taking a nap. I'm gonna leave him. Cat is taking a nap. Which means he won't be bugging me for at least 10 minutes. Yeah, he's a poor baby. He's also a needy attention seeker. I love him, though. Such a little dork. I think that covers. Take a look at this collar of his. What am I looking at here? So hard to tell. That looks like cloak and collar and bits. So there. All right, that's the base of the coat. Let's base some bags. I'll pull out my smaller, but not that small brush. There we go. Just so I can do like the bag straps and stuff. All right, so the backpack. Do the whole backpack in khaki, and then I can do other colors over it. This feels like another thin one. Yeah. I think it's another one I thinned too much. I've got this open. Let me fix this undershirt. Right, undershirt is fixed. Yeah, a few of these were paints I had that I like get a little old and thick, so I added some water to them, and shook them up good. And then they wound up a little too thin. But let's see, some bag bits. Looks like he's got a couple little pouches strapped on the outside. His frying pan, pots and pans. Just a bit of seasoning, Mr. Frodo. I'd save it for the trombone. The wrong accent. That was the wrong accent. Those two I can see are definitely other bags. So I'll leave them unprimed. No sense wasting the paint. No sense in wasting the paint, Mr. Frodo. Now I'm thinking about the Ralph Bakshi version of Sam. Oh, we're going to see the elves. Oh, hooray! Oh, hooray! Da-da. Dun, 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 da, 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 da. That appears to be the water skin. Sleeping mat or bedroll, I don't know. That's up top. Here, there, I got that. Let's see. So we got a couple straps. I'll do those in different brown. I think that's good for those browns. Oh, let me get his straps around this front. A couple more shoulder straps. Although they are a little hard to hit. Ooh, they are real thin there. Got him. Got him. Shoulder straps. He still has a shiny spot in his crotch. There we go. The Creed Cack, I'm hoping with a Agrex wash will look more like a tannish canvas. More martini. Burns. Catachan. Catachan flash for the crunchy neck today. Other pouches, some of the other pouches. Alright. And I'll do. I think this top bag is dark. Okay, the top bag I think is the. I keep want to say moleskin. Water skin? I've seen it spelled and pronounced different ways. They're sack of water that has a little nozzly spout at the end. They're water sack. So we'll leave a little bit of brass for that one. I'll dot that. Dot the mouthpiece with copper. I don't know when they discovered antimicrobial properties of shit like copper. But they didn't stop putting lead in gasoline until 1986, so who knows? Maybe they recently discovered it. I suppose they had an idea with silver. It's probably why it was. Thought it had mystical properties of fighting off critters. Little bags. Little seasoning pouches. Just keep a little pouch of nut bag in there, Mr. Frodo. Nut bag. I wouldn't say nutmeg. I said nut bag. I was gonna make a nut sack joke, but I fudged that up. Dropped the ball on that real hard. Does look a little sloppy, actually. The straps and ties with the other brown. Oh, great. Alright. Steel Legion Drab, that's another dilute. Yeah, you can hear how liquidy that one is. Let's do the small brush because stuff's getting real small now. Right. Real small there. Put it across the sacks. A couple spots here and there for the leather straps. I assume leather straps. Looking for something that says Dad is into leather. Oh, I think I also want to do his hair this color too as the base coat. Just getting so hard getting in. All right, let's get some on his head. I always hate painting the base coat on here. So you either like soak it or you got to keep going over and looking at it from every different angle to see what you missed. Just got a little bit much on the brush, but I'm doing hair, so it doesn't matter. Skip his ear. Put some hair on his face. I do this now instead of after I've already done eyes, though I don't get paint all over his eyebrows and stuff. Sometimes it helps, like, if you get like the base coat of the hair on there, you really like see where other parts of his face are going to be better. So you're like, okay, if there's going to be hair that close and I try to do an eyebrow, it's just going to become one large blob on his head. Halfway over his face. Going for that, so. Oh, there is one more pouch under his bag here. My bad. Got a tournament in a couple weeks, and I don't know how I want to split up my Angmar forces. So I gotta think about that, but another spot that I missed with the cloak. There we go. Pancakes, you go back to sleep, buddy. You keep sleeping. Leave me alone so I can paint, buddy. I love you. I think just his pots and sword are next. Or left. Let's lead belcher his pots and pans. I'll hit them with my golden gloss. They're shiny. You know what? I'll do his sword too, because I'm pretty sure he also got his sword from the Barrow Downs. Old grimy swords. Barrow juice and bits. Pommel and the handle and the hilt. I cannot remember what the name is for the handle of a sword. The actual hand grip part. Cannot for the life of me remember. I want to say hilt, but I'm pretty sure that's like right above the handle. Where the blade and handle meet is the hilt. I've never looked at the fellowship profiles. Really should. I know what I'm up against in tournaments. Somebody shows up with them. I know like Aragorn's got like Mighty Hero. Boromir's got something. Boromir's got his horn. His horn's a pain in the ass. He's outnumbered. Pretty sure that's a ladle hanging there. Pot. No, I still have the bedroll left as well. But this metallic paint's really gumming up my brush. Real bad. One of the problems with metallics. Get little bits in there to make them metallic. Do a stick and jam things up easier. Sorry, I gotta stop talking into my neck and not into the microphone. All the bits of metallic paint jam things up easier because you have all the little bits in them. So. Bits of his bag. Right. Ah, elbow. Ouch. Can I get it from this angle? Zip, 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 zip. The bedroll. He's already got some blue on him. I don't want to do it too blue. Like the others. Let's see what else have I got. make a good combo. Let's do a little bit of Castellan green for the bedroll. Kind of paint it up with another. I just need a tiny bit, so I'm not going to dilute. So I'm just going to take the small brush and kind of pat it in there. Good pancakes out there. Yeah, pancakes left now. He's going to go cry in the hallway. That cat. Almost done. I think that's all the base coat. Yeah. All right, let's get washing. Oh, let me pick out a green. I think I'll have to do. I might dry brush it with this Nurgling. Pancakes, you're the one who left the room. You left the room. Yeah, he's out there howling. Dork. What a dork. Pancakes, buddy. Soda. Pancakes. He is such a whiny boy. Oops, I punched my ball wrong. That was, oops. Alright, that is my wash brush. Let's get null gloss. Null. Cracks. This stuff for the face, which is lower than I would like it to be. Excuse me. And blue, that's what I needed. A little bit of Drakenhof. Hiccups. Hey, you know what cures hiccups? More martini. All right. That burned. Anyways. I think after I get the wash on, he'll be good to glue. Let's start with the cloak. Null oil with the cloak. So I think that just got the deepest ridges and the tins to take the longest to dry. pull up in his hair. His neck. Over the shoulder. Over the shoulder boulder holder. I keep seeing ads for bras on TV. They come in like an extreme multi-pack or something. I don't know, it's for huge boobs. It's the only thing I remember from the commercial. Boobies. Flip Sam upside down. We gotta get under his nuts. So Rosie gonna have like 14 kids. I think Sam has 14 kids. Like, those hobbits aren't fucking around, but they are fucking around. In response to like double darken it. Really darken this cloak. Alright. So I'm gonna highlight it with the same color. It should show up slightly lighter for the black. I think that's all I needed for the black. It's pretty much just the cloak. Everything else is gonna be browns, blues, and shiny. So let's do brown, because that's gonna be the next one that goes everywhere. Once I gloss the pot should be done. Of course, I stuck my hand right in the paint. Or the wash. Okay. Bag. Bag. This weird little bag's hanging on the side. Bag hanging under his ass. Nooks and crannies there. That's on a little ladle looking thing, my bad. I want to put blue on his red wrap, just so it looks a little different color. Let's get a little bit these bags. Shoulder straps. His undershirt. Undershirt, that was too much. Oh, that was way too much. Oh, shit. Oh, shit, son. Shit, Carl, shit. I managed to wick most of it away.
Downstairs.
Got your what?
My roll downstairs.
Did one of them get it?
No, my mom. Threw it.
Throw your mom away. She loves garbage so much. Oh, imagine how much fun your mom would have at the dump. So much fun. Digging through the trash. Washing garbage. This is dirty. I have to clean it. This is also dirty. I must clean this too. Oh, I was going to wash his pants with this too. That was the other thing. Thought it felt done too early. Just a little bit, just enough to change the color of the pants. Turn my camera a little bit. There we go. Now I'm not as crooked necked. It's coming along nice. Clothes is still drying. It's quite wet. Lost 190 frames. Oh no. That's like almost 10 whole seconds. Alright, should be all of that. Do I want to do the blue or the gloss? I'll do the gloss last because that's the end of it for the pots. It's just the gloss. Let's check it. That's actually really dark. Be a little too dark, but it's okay. Okay, I'll go over it. Everything gets darker before it gets lighter, so you gotta highlight after. Cracks. All right. Oh, stipple. Excuse me, paint. That was awfully rude of you. All right. Up. Face time. Face and hands and hobbit feet. Let's finish off this first martini. Ooh, all the gin to the bottom. But I mean, hobbit feet, stinky, smelly hobbit feet. Hobbit feet would be so dirty, but I don't think they'd be smelly. They'd just be like dry dirt, because they wouldn't be like stuck inside shoes sweating all day. Bizarre little thoughts just occurring to me. Ignore them. Alright, I'm just gonna take a little minute to let everything dry. Should cover all the washes. About an hour in, and given all the. Oh, that's right. The first video part was 10 minutes. I forgot that'd be a separate video. Yeah, it's about an hour in before we actually started running to anything. Oh, the gloss. I forgot the gloss. Now all the base coats are done. Bases and washes are done. Alright, give that a couple minutes. In my spare time, I will make myself a new drink. Oh, it's the same drink. I'm just gonna make a new one. A little more gin, a little more tonic. Kind of the shape of the martini glasses. Misleading. Filling it up half the height. It's only filled like. When I combine the gin and tonic, it almost comes a little bit cloudy, opalescent, scuzzy, dirty. Oops, I filled it too high, and now it's too hard for me to bring to my face. Too much. Alright, how's he looking? Is he almost dry? Cloak is still a little bit damp. Some of the other spots are looking dry. You know, I guess I could start on his eyes. I guess I could do his eyes. Doing the eyes is so hard. But yeah, let me pull out the white. Yeah, my hands are stuck. Go. White and black. Ooh, the alcohol makes me feel all warm and tingly. Mmm. Burp. Excuse me. Throwing up. A little. Not really, just burp. Alright. Bit of white. Just a little tiny. That's one good eye. That is one good eye, mate. Let's get the other one. The brush got fucked up. It didn't come to a point. Here we go. That's two good eyes. Holy shit. Those are so hard to get both symmetrical. Okay, let's let those eye whites dry. Woohoo. A little bit of water on there if I have to do the highlights. Highlights are done easier done, I think, with a longer pointed brush. Okay, some of the done paints. Done. Probably done. Possibly. Yeah. I think. Yeah, the bag's pretty much done. Okay, yeah, there'll be a couple of highlights here and there, but like white should be done. Lead belcher should be done. I actually don't need the storm host. I do need the storm host. So I'm gonna put the blade though. It just helps to stand out against the lead belcher. Pretty sure I'm done with Eshin. That, those, and that. Wait, I'll do his hair, Steel Legion Red. What I did before, I honestly don't remember. Slightly lighter one. Yeah, let's stick with that. Bedroll. All right. Pupil. Jacket and bedroll. That face. Okay. I might need a little white to do a little bit on his shirt, actually. And his face. Okay. Is that damn cloak dry?
Oh,
it's close. Yeah, there's dolphins out there in Minecraft. If you swim next to them, you get a little speed boost in swimming for a few seconds. So let's do a little bit. It should just stand out just a little bit, I think. Yeah. And that'll just be between the wash, this, it should kind of just highlight the folds of the cloak a little bit. So his cloak still looks pretty dark. Also, this has got a little, makes this a little too thin, but sometimes thin is nice because you can control the highlights a little better, add them a little more gradually. In this case, it's a little hard to tell just how dark these grays are. A little hard to tell something between like the wet and the dry. Then once they dry up, they look a little darker. This looks like it's actually highlighting fairly well. Right. Okay, this brush, I may have actually skipped up a little bit more than this brush can handle, because this is a really thick brush. Might be my large garbage brush, but it does its job great for mixing paints, but when it comes to applying really thin dots, it's not great. Just let me grab the smaller ones. I'll use the real small one since I'm just doing it on the hood now. I did a bad job of that first brush stroke. Oof. My bad. Yeah, I think that's good for the cloak. These pants look good. Darker, so I don't think I'm gonna need to highlight the pants. Just to knock out a few colors. Let's do that tiny itsy bitsy bit of copper on the water skin. God, I hate calling that. Gross. It just sounds gross. It'll just there right in the nozzle. And if I can do this small enough, let's give him some brass buttons. The hell was that? I don't know. Seeing shit. I'm too tired and I'm light blinking. I don't think it was. Too tired. Too tired. Alright. Takes care of that. This is other. Oh, it's time for me to screw up his eyes. I think it's time for me to screw up his eyes. Pancakes! Buddy, you're not allowed on that table. Kitty cats. Are you being bad? Trick question, you're always bad. Bad is a state of being for you. Hey, buddy. Butt face. Hey, it's your butt face. Alright, let's screw up these eyeballs. Why are they turning out so good? What have I done this time? Why? Why did they turned out so good this time? What did I do? This is great. Sam's eyes turned out freaking great. It's fantastic. Set that brush aside. I shouldn't need that brush anymore tonight. Let's start highlighting different spots. So let's do his undershirt. Actually, because of how dark the wash made his undershirt, should highlight it with its original base color of the Wraithbone. A real teensy little bit. That's all needed. The brushes are getting all beat up. Oh, I don't need the wash brush. Okay. I got a little eye, like a little pupil on his right cheek, but I'm gonna paint over that. So let's do a little edging with the cream cake. What the hell? What did they pour paint all over this? When did they do that? When did I do that? Just got to do anything that isn't immediately in the cracks. Maybe I'll do the packs once more. I might do the packs again with the wash, but not the same one. Oh, maybe. A little bit. These front straps here. Just a little bit. Just a real tiny bit. Just cover the bags. Don't need the black anymore because I did his eyes. Don't need the white anymore either. Bedroll. Nerdly paint. I don't know if I've used this one before. Actually, okay. Yeah, it looks like I haven't been doing this before. Probably for orcs. Almost certainly for orcs. But I just want to dry brush his bags. Let me use the fat brush. It's not even a fat brush. Brush is so small. Just kind of do a little on there, just lightly. Too not. Let's actually get some on there. Come on. Come on.
No.
Yes. What happened, hon?
Oh, I'm just trying to go back here.
Just a little of this coming on. Little bits at a time. It's kind of working. Yeah, that kind of covers the bedroll. That should be good. All right, Stormhouse Silver. Let's do a little bit on the blade. Just makes the blade edge seem brighter. I haven't glued him into his base yet. Forgot to do that, but it doesn't matter. It's in there pretty tight. Cover the blade edge. Did you choke?
No. It's like suck it down weird.
Choked on a pee yesterday. It was not pleasant. I threw up in the garage. Alright, because I keep handling his head, let's do his head last. Let's do highlights on the jacket, which are a little difficult because this is a dry paint, so I always have to dilute it a little bit. Flush, get some fresh, clear water in here. Some water in there. A usable, viable paint. That shouldn't be too thin. Let's get small brush out again. Small brush there. Oh, hell. Small brush has some metallic bits stuck in it. Good isopropyl swipe to do it. Yeah, it's little bits coming out. Gee. Toasty. On my insides. Alright, so a little edge of the coat here. Second edge here. There. The color. Ooh, okay, yeah, so it did get pretty dilute. But it's actually okay right now because it's such small amounts that I can really control it and the color better. Oops. Little bits here in his sleeve. Da-da. Looks like you might have a pocket in there on this side. It's hard to tell. Da, 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 da. Right. Hi, hon. How's Minecraft going?
Hmm.
How's Minecrafting? Explosions.
No, I haven't. You know, it's weird because I actually haven't seen anyone in the line yet.
Oh, you just jinxed it, hon. You're gonna find a bunch of witches and probably a warden around the corner.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm finding a decent one. You know, decent for hobbies.
So a couple.
Seriously, it's depressing.
Just building a train right now and building the whole line out of lapis. With the blocks. Right, alright. I think that is his jacket done. A little bit more hair on the inside of his arm. There we go. Face time. Excuse me. Face and hair, and I think we're all set. Or if I do his feet and hair. So just a little bit Gorthor brown on his feet. Before I forget. Put my loose and sloppy. It's just loose hair. Hobbit foot hair.
Jeez. Ooh, ooh. Just found everyone.
I told you.
Right?
I told you. I called it. I might have to darken up his foot here a little bit later. Alright, oops. Let's do a little bit of the cadmium skin. Tomorrow is fish tank cleaning day because I'm looking over at two of my tanks. Well, I only have two tanks. Fat Turtle has knocked one of them all around. The other one is so full of algae that I just cannot seem to defeat. But Turtle's bonking something around right now. Over toes. So I did it. I did his toes individually. Probably won't be able to do it on the other foot, but we'll see. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Don't want that getting up into the brush. A slightly larger brush for this first bit on the feet. I'm gonna do the feet and ankles with the small brush is real difficult. Foot. 1 foot, 2 foot, 3 foot. Small brush for toes and hands and face. Spotter. Retoucher. Yeah, I can see that. Handle. Fudge. And by fudge, I mean fuck. Stuck the brush right into his sleeve. And quick cover up, it's all fixed. Saw nothing. Nothing happened. Everything went great. Don't know why he's holding his cloak. Don't know why they're all holding their cloaks. I said again and again. Right. Hand. Fingers. I didn't spin around fast enough. Paint dried and brush. His fingers seem too long on this hand. But hey. But then again, they are quite small. That'll do. Base. Let me really get this brush up and sharpened. A little better. Just to be sure on the wetness. Wring it out to the water pad underneath. I hope the new pad doesn't get like moldy immediately. Maybe I'll spritz it with isopropyl or something every once in a while. Alright. FaceTime. Alright, bridge of the nose. Cheekbones, edge of the jaw. Ears. Well, I didn't like the Rankin Bass versions, how much they look like gophers.
Never considered pancakes as quality entertainment.
He does. Unfortunately, he doesn't tell us what he wants. Is he sleeping or is he just being a butt somewhere? Oh, he's doing his stare. Needy baby pancakes. Love that cat. Such a dork. Oh, he's in his bed. He's good and under control and not humping anything.
He never does that. Hang on, I gotta cover his ears before you say anything.
You're right, not pancakes. And all the other cats like him.
Just backwards.
Yeah, it's the other cat's trying to seduce him, that's the problem. It's not. He humps. He's a humper. Pancakes has no friends. It's true, none of the other cats like him. Waffles is just a nice boy.
Well, he doesn't like muffins. But he does seem to like,
Just because they smooch a little.
Oh, is he cute?
Today kitty prom?
I don't know.
It's always kitty prom. I can't get a good look at how this paint is going on his face that well. Mm-hmm.
I was out. So I think if you're having problems, take a couple of the melatonin.
Take some drugs.
I know.
You heard her, chat. Take drugs. His colors aren't going on evenly. One side of his face is like a pale flesh. The other one's like kind of pinkish flesh. Good. God damn, his face turned out great. Right. Give that brush a quick break. What's this? What was I gonna wash? Split hair.
Where you
Martini.
before the poopy stains on the carpet in the hour after the poopy stains?
He's probably the one who pooped the carpet. That's right, I said it. Carpet pooper.
This one.
Especially that one.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh. The booze. Some Steel Legion tramp, yeah, hun?
Not trying to sidetrack your stream here, but this is cute. So you just moved the tent over closer to us, and Kenny just immediately ran in. And I think it's precious that he just wants to be close to us. That's just what he wants. Just wants to be close.
She wants to be the needy baby. Just a clingy baby. Kiss on my neck. Who could have done this?
What was it?
Was it pancakes? Pancakes, did you give me smooches on the neck? It would be very strange, dude. Panty, little dude. Panty, okay. Are you okay? Are you okay, Panty? No, he's not. He's sitting in a basket. It's not even a bed, it's a basket.
What a god.
He stole a craft basket and decided it was his bed now. It's just the kind of punk ass he is. So that wound up being a little. Oh! Baneblade brown. Let's do a little bit of that for the hair. Used this one once before, I think. That seems to work.
Woo! I hopped into lava.
Don't do that. It's bad for you. Alright. up on the feet. Perfect. Last little bit of his face. This isn't drying out already, is it? It's still damp. Yeah, it's still plenty wet. You're just being weird, that's all. I didn't pierce it, did I? I did. Whoopsie. Apparently I didn't do these fingers. I've sworn I did, but apparently not from that angle. There's a small fuzz on my finger. I wasn't the best at doing fingers. I got some weird shapes over here. You know what? I'm not going to do the rest of his fingers because the rest of it looks pretty good. Get the shape of his foot though. Okay, cat fuzz on my finger. Get out of here. It distracts me. Bridge of the nose again. Edge of the cheeks. Haunted ghoul look accidentally. Chin. Cheeks. Upper lip. It's pretty good. God damn. We are all done with Sam. I think I might dry brush his feet a little bit, but yeah. Just a little XV88 on the feet. Just to highlight the hair. Just not a solid dark brown is all. There we go. A little bit of this on the hair too. Oh yeah, this brings the needed color into it. It's real faint, but it's just what it needed. We are done and good, I think. Feet, pants, cloak, backpack full of stuff, bedroll. Yeah. Cool. All set. Right, brushes. Just whoa, hello. Forgot my chair leaned back that far. All right. Let's pack up. There's this propel. Burp. Excuse me. Get a little one next. This one looks pretty good. Eye dotting brush. You know what? I have 2 photos I can do next week. I'll keep one of them a surprise. Let's see. Next week I can finish up with Frodo. I'd like to add Gollum in just because he does count as part of the Fellowship Army. Should be nice to have him. You know, because he's kind of just mostly his own standalone little guy. But get in there. But I think next week will be Frodo. And then the following Friday is right before the tournament. So I'm not going to stay up late because it's a 2-day tournament. So I will need the sleep because I will get tired and forget strategies, and then I will get slaughtered. The cover's back on the brushes. Probably do Gollum the following. What should I do after that? I guess I could add more army, but also kind of want to do models people don't normally see. I've got the roses. I could do Gunbury Gone. All right. Finish up my martini while we check out Sam. Let's find that magnifying glass. I don't think it'll work, but it's not quite. You can almost get an in. He's almost in focus, not quite, barely. Kind of a glimpse of him. The light's different angles from here. It is for you. I'll post the pics on Twitter, Reddit, and all that. But that is it for tonight. I'm going to hop on this couch next to Dr. Wife and fall asleep.
I heard that.
Let's see. All right. Oh, I have to rearrange myself. I see. If I just... That was my arm. Oh no. I grabbed the wrong part.
I'll have to start looking for some options.
Okay, I meant to do this. There, now I have my elbow. I can paint on my monitor. I can paint on my lower monitor. My drawing tablet. Okay. Keyboard. How do I get paint on everything? What have I done? Oh gosh. How do I get paint on everything? What did I do? What just happened? Okay, it's a Mac keyboard, so it's like aluminum. I don't have like a textbook, do I? I just increase the heck of the brightness of my monitor. To that. Alright. Maybe readjust myself over here then. Just to shut myself. That's a little better. Alright. Proto next week. Then the following week I've got the tournament. So maybe I'll stream. Maybe I'll paint on Thursday. Hon, are you good with that? If I do it Thursday next week? Not next week, but the week after for the tournament.
Yeah, not next, right?
Yeah.
It's not before.
So maybe I'll start at like 7.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good.
Instead of Friday.
Yeah. I'll have a full 10-member fellowship there. I would like to get some more video gaming in. I'd also like to find some people to play with. The only issue is I don't have any I don't play a lot of first-person shooters, which are pretty popular. But I can find some people looking to play maybe some old Crystal Chronicles or something. Some multiplayer stuff that I actually can do. It'd be pretty fun. But I gotta work on some VTuber assets and parts and get all that together. Even if it's just basic bits. Fish tank day tomorrow, and I'm also working on a bunch of scenery for tournament. I can share pics of those once they're done. Yeah. I am sleepy, so call tonight. Thanks for tuning in. Got one more main member of the fellowship, but then the creepy bonus member, and my fellowship will finally be done. I'll have to base everything still, but yeah. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for watching the stream. I hope you have a good night and weekend, and I will see you later.